cross-rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of the matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense will take the field first. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting, winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state. So much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Davis will throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Michigan State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught near the sticks. It's Agnew. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Makes the catch. It's Glenn. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. And he's still running after the move. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Spartans. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games...
Got a little room. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped him out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Rides it and reads it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Keeps it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and we're predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he gets it up to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down. I want to pass the football. Nobody open. I got this. I can take off. I trust myself. And he gets the first down. And these
lots of room to run. Touchdown, Wolverine. How about this back
guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got it set up on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Bringing the heat. Finds space on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Spartans are on the move. Give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Spits it out to the back. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I know that one falls incomplete. I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
A run for the quarterback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He's going to keep it. Oh, he's got a chance. Ernie on the Jets. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. Jacksonville State is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. They had better solve this riddle and fast. They're up by 10 over Jacksonville State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Booth. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Gives it on the option. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Davis looking to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Buys a little time with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple of years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try the run. Got a little space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Smith. Keeps it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Glenn. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Lost a throw on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, they're after him. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
So here comes the Michigan offense. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Smith. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Pulls it in. It's Strickland. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're going back to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. Toss sweep to the left. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Smith. He's going to keep it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Brought down at the 31-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run in...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And offensively, man, this situation, goal-to-go situations, really tight quarters, you got to get that ball out quick, and it's got to be out-breaking. It's got to be a quick in-breaking route. I'm not sure what the offense was trying to do, but maybe get rid of that ball a little bit quicker. You take the sack, and now you make your life a lot more difficult.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Oh, and the attempt is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. You're still at 11.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in this snap.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown Wolverine. Once he got some room, it was over. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Spartans want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Got it in the middle. It's Glenn. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Snap to the back. He'll take it himself. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And I know with the new clock rules, the clock will continue to run regardless. But, dude, how about you lower your shoulder, try to fall forward. Now you're set up 4th and short. And listen, this is interesting, right? Analytics are going to tell you something. But you get this first down, there's a great chance you can salt the rest of the...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the ride. They want that clock to run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's got his man across the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an idea.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Fires left. He's got it. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Davis will throw. Looking to buy time. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. After this, it'll be a wrap. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.